How did the European Union evolve from economic to political? Imagine a continent torn apart by war, then slowly stitched back together through shared interests and cooperation. That's how the European Union's story begins. After World War II, countries in Europe wanted peace and stability. They started by working together on economic issues, believing that economic ties could prevent future conflicts. The first big step was in 1951 with the creation of the European Coal and Steel Community. This group included Belgium, France, West Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. They pooled control over coal and steel industries, which were vital for making weapons. The idea was simple but powerful. If these nations shared control of key resources, war between them would be less likely. They also set up institutions like a high authority, a council of ministers, and a court of justice. These bodies made decisions beyond just national governments, creating a new kind of governance. The success of this cooperation encouraged more integration. In 1957, the Treaty of Rome was signed, establishing the European Economic Community and Euratom. This aimed to create a common market, removing trade barriers and harmonizing economic policies. It was a big move toward economic unity. Over time, these economic institutions started to take on political roles. The European Parliament, initially called the Common Assembly, gained legislative powers. The Court of Justice began to interpret laws across member states. By the late 1980s, the focus shifted from just economic cooperation to political union. The Single European Act of 1986 aimed to complete the single market and introduced qualified majority voting, reducing vetoes. Then came the Maastricht Treaty in 1992, which officially created the European Union. It added new political structures like a shared foreign policy, justice cooperation, and even citizenship. The EU today makes decisions that influence laws and policies across member countries. This evolution from economic ties to political unity was driven by the desire for peace, prosperity, and stability. It reflects the vision of leaders like Robert Schuman and Jean Monnet, who saw economic cooperation as a way to build a united, peaceful Europe. So, from coal and steel to shared sovereignty, the European Union's journey shows how economic cooperation can grow into a political union that shapes the continent.